Young students flocked to Yorba Linda on Tuesday to hear the words of a former president. As Denise Chua reports, President Richard Nixon was portrayed by what most would call a familiar face.
This is Edward Nixon, who was invited to portray his brother at a Meet the President's event at the Richard Nixon Library.
I'm supposed to be President Nixon. I can't quite get away with it. Something wrong with my nose, is that it?
Nixon entertained the crowd with stories from his youth and took questions from his young audience.
And did you like being president?
Being president, yes, you like it, but it's very demanding. You have no time to sleep if you're really a good president. You have no time for vacations.
6-year-old Gracelyn Haley had an interesting question of her own.
I asked him what were games invented when he was a kid.
What did he tell you?
He said yes.
Her older brother Jacob was also impressed by what Nixon had to say.
Nixon was a good man and he had a whole bunch of brothers, and that he just made his own games up instead of playing video games and what we do today.
Nixon says young people today are not yet familiar with what it takes to become the leaders of the future. His advice for them is to learn at least one new thing every day.
It's very important to learn everything you can, any subject, everything you can. And then eventually they'll settle into a chosen field and become a little bit more than they might have been had they not been encouraged to do so. And I'm just wondering, any of you think about running for president someday?
This is Denise Chua reporting.
Think about